Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the flat
45%.
Bobby Dodd Stadium,
If you're gonna make
home
it.
of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
It's true.
And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the
Look at the
game.
Avengers around him.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Tuggle was
Just
crazy
never
too.
had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
It was.
On first down, here comes this up.
Oh my God! It's a desync just happened. Okay. Yeah, that was weird.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech
Doesn't
Yellow
make sense.
Jackets.
Like Matt, bro, what are you doing
Ramblin' Wreck
stuff,
is
bro?
here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the
I'd
day to
be
get this
getting
one
frustrated
cranked up.
sometimes.
What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've
With the
seen
way
this
that,
script before. Top 10
the
team goes
defenders,
into a
like,
cauldron
don't
of
play
emotion
certain
on the
things
road
for us,
and
you
just
know.
hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
That's
David
it. Do I get
Pollack and
seasick
Jesse
now?
Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Nah, if you want to really know if how you get seasick, just go to like
The Yellow Jackets
y'all got
will
Jersey
kick it
Shore
away
near
to
y'all,
start
right?
us off.
Go to the shore, right? Cover your eyes and just stand at the edge of the pier for like
On the run
15
from
minutes.
inside his own 5. He
Hey,
was
well,
hoping for something a
if
little
you-
more
if-
dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
The problem is like the placebo effect when niggas like when they
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
that's part of it, but like
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
well, that's definitely a part
And
of it.
not
Like
much
some
doing
niggas
there
can't
as that defense runs him out of
be
bounds.
around like it's just like when stuff moves in your sleep. That's when it really gets you.
Not to give the
Like, bro.
underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta start fast, you gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because
Yeah,
if you
like,
do and you make some mistakes,
part of it
this
definitely,
crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down.
Oh, I
Gets
did
it
not
out
see him.
fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they
I
have to
haven't
make
played,
a call.
bro. The last serious game I played
Quarterback,
was
receiver
3
on the
weeks
same
ago,
page.
bro.
Nice job seeing the zone, understanding
I said
the
the
drag
last like
route
serious
concept.
league game that I
Easy
played
pitch,
was 3
easy
weeks ago.
catch.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch
Nah,
of
niggas
3 and
avoid
outs.
because it's just like
They won't
the
do that
rivalries and
here,
stuff.
but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They'll run for it on 4th down. And
No,
he'll
I mean,
get
I
it
think
up to the
they'll-
38.
I think
It'll
we'll be
be a
fine.
1st down.
Like,
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches.
Mhm.
When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive
Mhm.
nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
that's what I did this season.
He wants to throw. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right.
It's really hard to control. I think next, like NCAA 26, like they'll have better control over stuff like that. But like this game, bro, like unlike Madden, like you can't reset the scores and stuff like that. Like there's really no control. So it's like it's hard to control all that. But I get your point. Like, I mean, I think with the plan you have is fine. I think it's fine.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Yeah.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Mind you, like niggas don't play football, so
And with the extra point,
I mean,
they get the first
like,
7 of the game.
I don't really expect niggas to play football. Like I don't know, even having bad teams, like I play like, for example, like you know, like road to the college football playoff. Like I'm in Heisman division now, and like I just be playing like bad teams against good teams, and it like it just forces you to like play different, I guess. But everybody's with bad teams. I just don't know if anything's necessarily gonna change the way you just play.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's just what it's going to be.
Watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Beebe. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know
I mean,
this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. The 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get them.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, That's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it
going. The Metallica jump? No.
Right.
No. I confirmed that with my friend. They're getting music in the game nature. Like you know, like Enter the Sandman and Virginia Tech. Like they're getting that. Like they're getting Zombie Nation for Penn State. You know, all that stuff.
But you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you.
I'm not gonna name him because you can definitely meet him, but like I'm not gonna name him because them niggas definitely do be on their legal shit. I can't lie.
Later, they really wear down defenses and they test their physicality.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna get an invitation for sure. It's gonna be probably in like June for real.
He finds his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
And as a defense,
I'm gonna say, where is he at?
Is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quick.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
No, you're not lying.
Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of
I
space
get it though.
to be
Like,
found. Good hustle by the coverage team.
I don't know, because Vaughn, is he rooming with people he don't know right now? I said, is he rooming with people he don't know right now, or he got his own crib?
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's got it. Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
He was like, wait a minute
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they
because you went down to Morgan recently, right?
Pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Like,
Fair catch called for and made. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I had. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance.
It's
Great
different,
being
bro.
ahead of his
School, I mean, work is year round, bro. Niggas don't realize that.
Man tackled in this no-gain land.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's knocked down.
I feel like there's like a mix.
He'll lose a couple.
I don't know. I feel like I'm mixed on it. Like, I feel like with engineering, I don't really get to, at least like with the things that I wanted to do. I didn't necessarily get to enjoy college the way that I say I wanted to. Mainly just because like, I was always busy. So like I just found other ways to enjoy it. And then there was like.
He's looking to throw.
It's a 2 chunk.
It's Westbrook. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll run the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to go option. They're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Like, even if you ask Jay Vaughn, like, Jay Vaughn knows, bro. Like, I've been on go, like, for as long as I can remember. Like, not just when, like, engineering, but, like, sports and stuff like that. So, like, I feel like I never really got a chance to enjoy shit just because, like, I was always working on something. And then like now it's like I guess the main reason I said I didn't get to enjoy it is because I never really saw the product of that, if that makes sense. Like I never saw like, you know, maybe till I got to college, got a full ride, right? Or like I had baseball, or, you know, I had full ride in multiple schools. Like that was probably the first time I ever saw the actual I saw the actual like product of the things that I actually worked on. And then now it's like I'm gonna go work, and like most of my friends, I would say they're doing well. Like people that I've been around are are doing well financially after school. But like, you know, I'm gonna be on my own, like, which is something that I would say I'm used to. But you know, that's the part that I say it has been difficult for me to find, like, internally, just because, like, you know, college, I've been here working the whole time, facing, like, all, you know, as you know, like, you have different challenges every day in college. And it's like,
the offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Volunteers will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
Yeah, you just gotta learn how to push past it.
And pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does.
And I feel like I'll figure that out when I get to it, because I feel like this past summer when I was in Houston, like I was like, all right, I'm gonna treat this as if this was my first half year working and see how it is. Like I didn't treat it just like an internship. Like I had real work to do, I had real stuff to do, but like I was like, how much can I actually do? Like what can I work on? And so like with work, I know like my end goal with working at Exxon and stuff like that, like obviously is to enjoy, like, you know, making money and doing things like that once I get there. But the other side of it is like I'm working my way back home. Like I know that right now, like I have a lot of work to do and things that I have to do. Like I know I'm going back to school at some point. Like I know I'm you know, I have to learn the system. I have to learn things that I want to do because, like, I want to obviously be able to do my own business at some point, and that business requires knowledge that I can only get while I'm at Exxon. So like, it's like I have to really sit here and process and work for at least, you know, 6-7 years to understand the system and see if, you know, see what I need to know. And then obviously, Exxon.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Yep.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the offense on first down.
Wait, move your mic in. Move your mic over.
Move it through the air. Gets it to the back. And
I think it might be
that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Really
no, I had your volume down a little bit. I can hear you a lot better now.
That dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing.
I mean, I think it all comes with time, bro. Like, some people just catch things earlier. Like, I don't know. Like, I've met many people, like, who have caught on to ideas and done things super early so much. So, like, you know, I've met niggas who, I know friends, I have friends who dropped out of college and are doing really well right now because they found something that they were passionate about and they were able to, like, kind of take advantage of that.
And it's so nice to have a
and, like, for me, I know for a fact.
On these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
I don't.
And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that
Because I respect people who don't go to college and have their own
Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the stage.
Bro, that's the number one thing, bro. If you can be a good salesman, bro, and you can sell anything, bro, that's a skill that arguably some people might have a differing opinion, but like it's arguably something that cannot be like can't be taught, bro. If you can sell anything, that's just something like you can't teach. Because, like, you know, the whole gimmick of like sell me this pen right now type of thing. Like, those are the niggas that are successful in the things that you're talking about, bro. Because like they can sell those things, they can talk about anything, they can do anything. So when they don't go to college and shit, bro, and they actually have an idea and they have nothing but time on their hands, bro, it's impressive. Can't lie. Like some of the richest niggas are really like that though. Like they literally have nothing but time on their hands, so all they do is think, all they do is have more ideas to stack on what they already have. Like with me, like I feel like I have a lot of time, so like when I do think things that I want to accomplish and things like that, like I have them written down. I have things that I know that I have a plan, or things that I know like even if somebody beats me to it, like oh I know where I'm gonna invest. You know what I'm saying? Like so like it's part of like the thought, because like even here, like for example, I know for a fact, like I know 100% that there are 2 to 3 things that I do research in, like lab research in, that given 10 years from now, it'll be a multi-million-dollar product/business industry, because that's just the way that the pattern has shown. Like it's gonna happen. I don't care enough about it to go and study it and stuff like that beyond Penn State. Like research was never my thing. Research was something I never really cared about. So it's like, you know, I don't care about it. It's not something that I really want to focus on. And then you turn around and, you know, I have passion somewhere else. Like my thing is always I'm always going to try and help people at the end of the day. I always want to improve, you know, the structure of what we have instead of trying to take away from it. So my goal is to bring back things to where I'm from so that other people can say, hey, I want to experience this for myself. And I want to be able to, you know, be successful like him or like her or like, you know, whoever it might be. Because like at the end of the day, if you don't see that, bro, it's hard for people to believe you don't see it. Now, for different reasons, that's one thing or another. But I know for me, like when I was in middle school, like I saw somebody who was doing stuff at NASA. I saw somebody who was doing things right down the street from where I live, and I'm like, well, dang, like if he can do it, I can absolutely do it, because he said he went through the same system I went through, and it was way worse when he went through it. So it's like it's about improving that process. I could care less about making millions of dollars at the end of the day. Money's just not something that drives me, bruh. Money it doesn't drive me. I think like when people say money doesn't buy happiness. No. Money buys you the lifestyle you want. It doesn't buy you happiness. It doesn't buy happiness. Happiness is tied to the things that you love to do. Maintain is a great word. Maintain is a great word.
Big orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is
exactly. So why even worry? That's why I tell niggas, like, why worry about that right now? Like people be asking me like, oh, Jesse, you got a 6-figure job at the school? Sure, that doesn't matter, bro. Like at the end of the day, like you could be stuck with that 6-figure job your whole life if you don't do anything. You're not happy. Like that just doesn't make sense to me to like kind of focus on. That's just me, though. On the other hand, like deep down, like there's so many more. Like for example, if I picked a job where, like for example, I know Exxon. Mind you, let's put this in perspective, right? Exactly. And like this is like the one perspective I always want niggas to think about, bro. Like the things that I love doing is hanging out with my friends, helping the community, and trying to just learn. That's the things I love to do. Obviously, my faith is tied to all that, but my thing is, if there is something that an opportunity, and it might seem really good, if it's not going to allow me to do those 3 to 4 things, I'm not going to want to do it. Like obviously being in Texas has its pluses and minuses, but like I know for a fact, like just like when I went to college, like, it's a time for me to grow and learn, bro. I don't look at it as a opportunity where I gotta take away from something. I don't know. It's like if I can't like play NCAA with the boys and do certain things, like I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm just not. Like for example, I picked a job where if y'all said, hey yo, like we trying to move out Jersey, like we trying to make a move to Jersey this weekend, I can reasonably afford hopping on a flight randomly and coming to hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I can prioritize. I can be cool with that. But if I picked another job where I was suffering all day and then I can't go do that, and then on top of that I still have to work 3-4 times as hard to get half the rewards, it's not gonna be like my life is not gonna be enjoyable because it's taking me away from the things that I love to do. So that's how I see it. That's how I see it.
Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. Maybe
keep me away from the niggas who are ignorant.
Tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
Nah, I'm talking about like, bro, you'd be surprised, bro. You'd be so surprised.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself.
There was a
able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5
even like shout out to my roommates, bro. Them niggas don't care, bro. Richard, Terrell, B, them niggas do not care at all. And as much as I love them, bro, them niggas are the most ignorant people on the planet. They know. Like they like for example, Terrell, he's pre-med. He's very much selfish individual. But, you know, it reminds me of like, you know, to keep the things that I prioritize in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like he cares about people. He has things that he worries about. But for me, that's just things, a lot of things I just don't do. So it's like, you know, I just remind myself, like, I don't be like that, you know what I'm saying? Or like, Richard's in the Army, bro. Shout out to Richard, bro. I don't know how you gonna do that shit, bro. But you've been talking about, you've been doing it for a while. That shit crazy. Bro, this is coming from Eagle Scout nigga, bro. The military, to this day, I do not understand, bro. That shit is scary as hell. That shit is scary as hell. Give me your life for this country. I respect it because he loves this place and, you know, he has a history with it. Coming from somebody who don't have that shit, bro. Yeah. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I respect Rich a lot, bro. And the B, I mean, that nigga's rich as hell. So, like, that nigga, he's gonna be good either way, bro. He's in comp side, too. So, he don't got nothing to worry about. Yeah, bro. The shit that we be doing.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I remember Hurricane Sandy, my mom bought me a juggling kit. Nigga, what?
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Bro, you see the jump with Shannon Sharp?
Replay scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Bro, niggas, I'm tired of people trying to take shit away from people, bro.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
You're good, bro.
And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll try to do it himself. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. And the stomping has commenced.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 16 sets a kickoff.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pitch it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field. It's Beebe. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he gave him the limp flag. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
All right, man, I'm going to find that horseshoe somewhere. The offense now 4 for 4 on fourth downs. Are you kidding me? This luck will run out. I will find that horseshoe. Defense, just stay positive, keep aggressive, keep attacking.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have...
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. On to attempt the try.
With the kicker. The kicker on will be extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 23 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. Working the middle. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try it on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weir. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around. Too many guys not playing with great gap integrity. And the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Makes the quick grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee, 70.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the option. He'll toss it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lap.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things.
Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Goes to the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who